Hi guys, I'm Varsha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to interview calligraphy artist mhel. She is from Arizona, US. She is pro in flourishing and has done so many workbooks on calligraphy and flourishing. I'm sharing the link and coupon code for you guys in the description box, so do check it. Now it's time to welcome our guest. So let's get started.
Hello, Mehel. How are you?
Hi, good, Varsha. How are you? Thank you so
I'm
much for
good.
having me.
It's pleasure to have you here. So first, I want you to share a few things about yourself.
My name is Mel, and I am the lettering artist behind Lettering by Mel. I have been a calligrapher for 6 years now. When I'm not doing calligraphy, I am a full-time senior graphic designer as well as a full-time mom of two boys.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yes, yes, it's definitely busy, but I'm enjoying
So, guys,
it.
we are going to get a lot of tips on calligraphy and special tips for left-handed calligraphers. So, how it all started?
So I started in 2016. At that time, there weren't a lot of resources out there for calligraphy yet, but I did see some lettering and calligraphy pieces on Instagram and Pinterest, which inspired me to try it. When I first tried it, it wasn't as easy as I thought, especially being a left-handed person and not having a lot of that resources available. It's a lot of trial and error. I didn't even have the right pen. I went to the store, looked for a calligraphy pen, and it ended up being like one of those broad pens and not a brush pen. So I did not start on the right path there. But yeah, like I just kept trying. I learned the basics. I practiced a lot every day, and then soon I enjoyed it, and it was more therapeutic to me. And then I started seeing myself improve.
Okay. So, I have seen a lot of different brands on your profile. So, can you share some brands name you have worked with?
Yes. So the biggest brand that I've worked with is a luxury brand, Tiffany and Co., where I do on-site calligraphy for them. So I've been definitely very grateful for that opportunity. It's been such a wonderful experience for me. Besides that, I've worked with Uniball pens as well as Zebra pens and Manuscript Pen Company. I've also been fortunate to collaborate with small businesses as well. So I love supporting my fellow artists. So as much as possible, I'd love to partner up with, small businesses.
Okay. So, how was your experience with on-site calligraphy?
It was great. So I am, at my very first gig, I was definitely very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I tried to over prepare. I pretty much brought all the pens that I have. I brought, you know, the assignment was just to write on cards, so which was simple enough. But I brought everything. I brought my pointed pen, all kinds of ink, brush pen, paint pens, whatever I had.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
I just wanted, yeah, I just wanted to over prepare, which was great because it made me feel comfortable and ready, as well as you just don't know what your clients would ask too. Sometimes they would have special requests. And so I'm glad that I had all the materials that I
Yeah,
needed.
yeah, it's better to be over prepared than under prepared.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, how long you have been teaching?
So for teaching, formally teaching, I've been doing that for a couple years now. But really, ever since I started my Instagram account, I enjoy sharing tips and teaching what I know. So really, it started when I started my Instagram account. I just pretty much share all the tips that I have. Whatever I learn, I just share it out there.
Okay. So now I want you to share some tips for left-handed calligraphers, like the challenges they face and how to overcome it.
Sure. So I think the major challenges that left-handed calligraphers go through is smudging. Just because we're doing that push motion with our pen, instead of the pull motion when you're right-handed. So yeah, I'd love to share you some tips of how you can overcome smudging.
Yeah, we would love to see that.
Great. All right.
Okay, let's start.
So smudging is a huge trial that challenges that left-handed calligraphers need to overcome. And so basically, if you're right-handed, you actually pull, you actually pull, do a pull motion. But then when you're left-handed, you're actually pushing your pen. So it creates like not only smudging, but it also creates other challenges. So first, it's important to know your preferred grip and positioning. So I am what's called an overwriter, which means that I turn my paper this way and I write above my letter. So let me show you how. So this is how I do my calligraphy. So I write above my letters. And if you can see, I'm not even touching any of the ink um, in my paper. So that is one method to avoid smudging, is by learning to be an overwriter. And then another way that a left-handed person can write is what's called an underwriter, where they write below their letter. And as you can see, it's in a 90-degree angle here. So yeah, so you do have to turn your paper close to 90 degrees, or if you can do a 90-degree angle, but just kind of see what works best for you. And then that way you're writing below your letters. So like I said, like I'm more of an underwriter. So this is not, I mean, an overwriter. So this is not my preferred positioning. So obviously the first one would look a little bit better. But yeah, so again, like if you could see here, my palm didn't even touch the letters at all. So, and then another way that you can avoid smudging is by placing paper on top of your letters so that your palm is not touching the wet ink at all. So yeah, so those are just, some tips that I would recommend. Learning how you can position your paper and how to grip, either overwriter or to be an underwriter, and then also to put paper on top of your ink.
Okay, Mahal, that's great. Some tips to all the people who are learning or want to learn calligraphy.
Yeah, so I would just suggest to just start now. Like I don't think we're ever ready, like fully ready to start calligraphy. So I would just suggest to jump in and just try, make mistakes. If you look at Instagram and Pinterest, like all the artworks there are already incredible. But for beginners, I think it's important to remember that we all started somewhere. So we were all beginners once. We all made the same mistakes. So yeah, so definitely just start now, jump in, and start practicing.
Yes. Please share some tips to all the people who are learning or who want to learn calligraphy.
Yeah, so my biggest tip is to just start now. Don't wait. I know it's intimidating when you see all these amazing pieces on Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube, but really you just have to remember that we all started somewhere. We were all beginners.
Okay.
So start now, make mistakes, learn the basics, and you'll, just have fun.
Yeah, just start. Start right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Okay, it was great having you. Thank you so much for sharing all the knowledge and for your time.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Varsha.
you.
I
It
really
was
appreciate
lovely
you
having
again.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.